Maya was 19, wiping down tables at a coffee shop in Atlanta when she overheard something that made her stop mid-wipe. A woman in the corner, sharp blazer, 3 phones on the table, clearly not from around here, was telling her friend, "I made my first million before I turned 25. Maya didn't mean to eavesdrop, but her hand stopped moving. Because here's the thing about Maya. She wasn't lazy. She wasn't unmotivated. She was working 2 jobs, taking night classes, and still felt like she was running on a treadmill that never moved forward. So she did something most people are too scared to do. She walked over, and she asked the woman one question that would change the next 10 years of her life. Stick around because by the end of this video, I'm going to give you the exact same 5 principles that woman gave Maya, the ones that took her from minimum wage to financial freedom before 30. Maya's question was simple. How did you actually do it? Not the Instagram version, the real one. The woman, we'll call her Denise, laughed, not in a mean way, in a, "oh honey, sit down" kind of way. Denise grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment with 4 siblings and a mom who worked double shifts at a hospital. She wasn't born into money, she built it, and she told Maya something nobody else ever had. You're not behind, you just haven't been taught the rules of the game yet. That one sentence hit different, because Maya had spent years feeling like everyone else got a manual for life that she never received. So Denise sat with her for the next hour and broke down 5 principles. Let's go through them, because they apply to you too. Denise's first point. Most people in their late teens and early 20s are in a weird in-between zone. School taught you algebra and how to annotate a poem, not how to build wealth. So when you see 22-year-olds flexing on social media, it feels like you're already losing a race nobody explained the rules of. Denise told Maya to stop chasing money directly and instead chase a high-income skill. Something valuable enough that people will pay you real money for it. Copywriting, video editing, coding, sales, UX design. These are skills where one person with real ability can out-earn 10 people without it. Maya picked social media management because she was already obsessed with content and understood platforms better than most of the small businesses trying to use them. She didn't get rich in month 1, but within a year, she had 5 small business clients paying her steadily. And more importantly, those clients introduced her to other business owners, investors, people with actual capital. Denise's line stuck with her. The skill isn't the destination. It's the key that unlocks the room where the real opportunities are. Takeaway: don't rush to start a business before you've built a skill valuable enough to open doors. This is a marathon, not a get-rich-quick sprint. Here's where Denise got real specific. She told Maya, money you can see is money you'll spend. It doesn't matter how disciplined you think you are. So the second principle was about removing temptation, getting money out of easy reach and into something that grows quietly in the background: index funds, retirement accounts, long-term investments. Denise explained that most wealth isn't built by trading or timing the market. It's built through consistency and compound growth over decades. She told Maya about investing a fixed percentage of every paycheck, not a specific dollar amount, a percentage, so it scales as her income grows. Maya started small, genuinely small, the kind of amount that felt almost embarrassing to invest, but she automated it so she never had to think about it or talk herself out of it. Denise's advice: making $1 million once means you got lucky or you worked hard for a season. Keeping it and growing it into real wealth, that's the actual skill. That's the difference between people who get rich and people who stay rich. Takeaway: automate your investing, choose consistency over big one-time bets, and let time do the heavy lifting. Maya admitted something to Denise that day. She was terrified of failing publicly. Not failing privately, failing where people could see and judge her. Denise nodded like she'd heard this 1,000 times, because she had. You're not afraid of failure, she said. You're afraid of what people will think if you fail. Those are 2 completely different fears, and only one of them should ever stop you. Denise's argument was simple. When you're young, you have the one asset money can't buy back: time. If a risk doesn't pay off at 22, you have decades to recover. If it doesn't pay off at 55, you might not. So Maya took a risk most of her friends thought was reckless. She left a stable retail job to freelance full-time. It was terrifying. It was also the decision that let her scale her client work from a side hustle into a real business. Takeaway: at your age, the real risk isn't failing. The real risk is staying still for so long that you wake up at 40, wondering what could have happened if you'd just tried. Denise told Maya about something called the Dunning-Kruger curve, the idea that the least knowledgeable people are often the most confident because they don't yet know what they don't know. Most people plateau in their early 20s because school convinces them learning is something with an end date. Graduate, done, degree in hand, close the book forever. Denise never stopped learning. Even in her 50s, she was reading market news, watching finance creators, asking younger people what platforms and trends she was missing. Maya adopted the same habit. She followed investors, read books on personal finance, and made it a rule. Every time she met someone doing better than her in an area, she asked them one specific question and actually applied the answer. Takeaway: getting rich isn't luck. It's a skill you keep sharpening for the rest of your life. The people who stop learning are the people who stop growing. The last principle Denise gave Maya was the one that surprised her most. Your friend group predicts your financial future more than almost anything else. Research backs this up. People with more financially literate friends are significantly more likely to invest and save consistently, simply because it becomes normal, explainable, and less intimidating. Denise didn't tell Maya to abandon her old friends. She told her to expand her circle. Join communities, attend events, follow creators, find spaces where wealth-building conversations were just normal dinner talk instead of a taboo subject. Maya joined a local young investors meetup. It felt awkward walking in that first time. 2 years later, half her business referrals came from people she met there. Takeaway: you don't have to replace your community. Just add rooms to it. Maya isn't a millionaire yet. She'll tell you that herself. But she's debt-free. She owns a small investment portfolio. She runs a business that pays her more in a month than her old job paid in 3. And she's 26. She still thinks about that day in the coffee shop. Not because Denise gave her a shortcut. She didn't. She gave her a map. And here's the truth for anyone watching this who feels like Maya did back then. Behind, unqualified, like everyone else got the manual you never received. You're not behind. You just haven't been taught the rules yet. Now, you have 5 of them. If this helped you, subscribe, because next week, I'm breaking down exactly how Maya built her investment portfolio, starting with less than $20 a week. You don't want to miss that one.